All right, welcome back, everyone. This is the Nation Network. I am your host, Vince McSham, and we're going to dive into a little bit more of the Superstar Pro Wrestling game. You guys seem to be liking it. I'm loving it. If you are new to this particular demographic of professional wrestling, it is based on an old board game that was sold back in the mid to late 80s. If you ever picked up a wrestling magazine during that time frame, there was an ad for this game in there somewhere. It's a dice rolling game based on statistics that were very meticulously put together, and then somebody with way too much time on his hands took that card game and made a computer-friendly version of it, which still captures all the fun and excitement of the original game. So I have been working on putting some stuff together, and part of that is getting ready now to do a new roster. We've got the UWF going on. We're going to add the NWA. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. At the same time, we can discuss some NWA stuff, memories of the past. We're going to be targeting the years around 86, 87, 88. Because for me, that was like the absolute best time in professional wrestling, especially for the NWA. All right, I will share my screen. Keep in mind that I don't get to see the chat board as often once I start doing that, because this ends up taking up a lot more of the space. But I will try. Oh, I will try. All right, so we're going to go to promotions here. Just want to make sure I didn't already start one, which I didn't. So we'll close that. We'll go to promotions again. Going to make a new promotion. The National Wrestling Alliance. It's all spelled correctly. Boom. And just like that, the NWA now is in existence. Give it a moment here. It's loading. That's one of the things. And by the way, if you end up wanting to pick up a copy of this game, the description, or I should say the information, is in the description box down below. So go ahead and check that out. It's a $10 purchase. You will have a lot of fun for $10. This game does not have glitches. This game does not have wrestlers thrown into the ropes where they don't rebound. None of that 2K crap here. Tick tock, tick tock. Does take a minute to load up. What I was doing earlier was deleting a lot of wrestlers that I just know I'm never going to use, trying to maybe, I don't know if it'll help speed up this process or not, because it does seem like it takes a little bit of time. But I have a feeling once I get rid of a lot of those wrestlers, because there's a ton of names in this thing, there are going to be names you've never heard of before, or just people that you generally have no intention of ever using. It can take a minute or so when you're loading a promotion up like that, but it will pop. Right about the time you want to give up is when it'll happen. And I know that because I'm getting really close to that moment. Come on, man. Boot. It's the only thing I'm a little surprised about, that it runs that slow to get booted up. Once it's up and running, you're good. So again, you guys seem to be receiving this really well. I wasn't sure how this would go. I thought it might just be a one-off. But one of the biggest things I think a lot of wrestling fans have been talking about is the need for something new. And the old saying, what's old is new again. So in this case, I think that's what we're looking at. All right, finally it pops up, and you have to go down to your toolbar to get that. It won't automatically pop out in front like it probably should, but that's okay. Once the wheel stops spinning, you know it's ready to be grabbed. All right, so we are now in the National Wrestling Alliance. We'll start off by making champions. All right, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Wonder who that's going to be. Let me think about that one for a minute. Oh, we haven't set up. All right, for the moment. United States Heavyweight Championship. Titles are vacant at the moment. We'll fix that next. The NWA Television Championship. And the NWA Tag Team titles. And I think we will go with the U.S. Tag Team titles as well. I'm not going to focus on the women's because they really never had. I mean, there was one existing, but they never did anything with it. Total dominance. Woo! Nature boy. Let's go and save. See if that makes a difference. All right, let's go back here. All right, so now we are going to start building it up. So there are several dusty roads. I want to try and figure out which one I'm going to go with here. And I keep forgetting from here you can't pull up that card, or can you? Let me see. No, not from this one. There are other pages where you can pull the card up. What are you up to, man, Dominus? What you doing this afternoon? So we got NWA, and the year is right, so we're going to get and select that one. You can always change it later. See if there is an NWA listing here. Oh, we do. Okay. Save a lot of time and energy this way. Bobby Eaton, Garvin, Sullivan, Barbarian. All right, that's just to get us out the door right there. Let's add some tag teams while we're at it. I'm on TV? Check it out. My parents didn't think I was ever going to amount to anything. Joke's on them. I'm just kidding. A new car company soon. Coming your way. We'll add America's Team. Life Art, Ron Bass, we'll add them. Luger and Sting. Midnights. North-South Connection. Powers of Pain. Ravishing and Raging. Road Warriors, Rock and Roll Express. Samoan SWAT Team. Fantastics. The Mulkeys. U.S. Express. So that gives us a pretty good run of tag teams right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to be doing a Crockett Cup. And that's a pretty healthy base right there. And then we'll bring in teams from other organizations. Which, as you can see, there are plenty left to go. And I still have not completed. Yes, the Midnight Express. All right, let's go back to our singles. And I'm trying to come up with some names in general, so I know I want Wahoo, Garvin, Promoter's Dream, huh? Gonna take a chance. So that puts Wahoo McDaniels on the roster. Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin. We'll take him from the 85 set. Oh, I wonder if we have... I'll be surprised, but let's see. No? Okay. Would have been nice. Thinking of some of the popular jobbers. I think that's how you spell his name. Tony Zane. Remember Tony? Was there a Y in it? There must have been, but not there either. Not a problem. Let's see. We got Wahoo in there. We can add Buzz. Garvin for sure. Even if you have him as a tag team. Let me check on that actually before I say it. No, if you have them as a tag team, they're in, so I don't have to worry about certain names. Did I put the Freebirds in? I'm gonna have to add the Freebirds if I didn't. So I can take Garvin out because he'll be going in with the Freebirds. Butch Reed can go in. So Rude should already be there if this worked out. Well, I'm not seeing Rick Rude. Let me make sure I put the team in before I jump the gun on that one. Oh, I'm going to add these two guys. Corey Andrews, what's up? Yeah, Corey, this is day 3 on this. You get all the details in the first episode, but basically this was a board game in the 80s, mid-80s. So like 85, 86, 87, if you have a wrestling magazine of any kind, you're going to see an ad for this game back in the day when it was rolling dice and a card game. Somebody took the time and energy out to convert that and a whole lot of math to a PC-friendly version of the game, and it's amazing. And there's like no limit what you can do with this thing. Tag teams. So we got Lugerstein. Yeah, so I have Rude and Fernandez as a team, but they didn't show up in the singles. So some of them did and some of them didn't. Go figure this one out. Or maybe, hold on, that's why he's up there, because he had the quotation marks. All right, so they are in there. Back to the tag team, so add the fabulous Freebirds in there. Yeah, no, do this thing. Yeah, we're going to get up and play in here in a little bit. I'm just putting the NWA together. We've got a UWF, and that'll be it for a while. I'm going to just run these two promotions. Did I not make the fact? I know I made the Freebirds. Really? Well, that kind of sucks. Now I got to start over again and make the Freebirds. We'll get to that. We'll be getting to that. In the meantime, let's finish up by filling in some singles competitions. If you can think of any other names, here's a quick look at what we currently have here. If there's any names that are standing out at you as missing in action, we got Luger, right? Yep, he's there. I might just skim through this real quick and occasionally stop and see if something grabs my attention as, oh yeah, he's not there. I don't want to go to Vader. Vader really wasn't in the NWA at all. He was WCW. Billy Jack Haynes, we can add him. He wasn't a regular, but he was there. Billy Robinson, there's a blast from the past. Like Bart. Don't! Oh, I stand corrected. I think I'm going to make a WWF from the early 80s. Back when Backlund was the heavyweight champion. Bulldog Brett Sawyer. I think I might use him in the UWF. It's a better fit. We'll take Bruiser Brody. I should have been holding my control button down because now I forgot who else I had over there. We'll take Buddy Landell. Sure, why not? Do we have the Russians in there? Let's see. Nikita is there. Okay. Crusher Khrushchev. I don't see Crusher. Oh, they were a 6-man team. I didn't add that. I gotta do that next. Yes, you can book 6-man tags. Dick Murdoch should already be here. He is. All right, tell you what. That's definitely enough to get a promotion off the ground. Let that filter over. Jump into the 6-man roster. Not a lot, but there's some. Wrestling Purist, what's up, buddy? Yeah, to play online, you generally have to have the membership. There's a few games where that's not an option, like you don't have to have it, and I don't know why there's a difference. I think Rocket League is a game where you don't have to have the membership to play online, but I know, like The Last of Us multiplayer, you have to have that. Call of Duties, you got to have that. Probably 85 to 90% of the games you have to have it. But hey, the good news is you got a PS5, which of course leaves you with no money left for the monthly service fee. Understand. There's the Freebirds. The Koloffs, there we go. And we have 2 variations of the Varsity Club. We'll put both of them in. And we'll throw the Von Erichs. What the hell? Because I'm not going to do WCCW. All right, so that gives us 6-man, and at this point in time, we should start seeing all those names, I would think. Let's double check by just looking at, like, David Von Erich, for example. He's there. All right, so that bolsters up the roster, and I think we're in a good spot right now. That's a healthy-looking roster. Down the road, might add another 1 or 2 somewhere along the lines. Go to save. All right, we're going to edit title, hopefully. Yep. And now we've got Ric Flair as the world champion. The United States champion will be... We're going to go with Magnum. Well, I'm not going to do a bunch of tournaments to crown all these guys. We'll have a tournament to deem a number 1 contender. Television championship can only go to 1 person. AA, Arn Anderson. Tag team championship. Well, that one's going to be a little bit more. What happened to Ivan and Nikita? Did I not have them in as a tag team? Well, we'll go with the Midnight Express for the moment. The NWA United States Tag Team title holders. We'll go with the Fantastics on that one. And once again, save. So now we have our champions all set. Your brother bought it and we share it. That's a good deal. If you didn't have to shell out the money. By the way, how'd you get it out of curiosity? because they're still obviously not on the shelves and doesn't look like they're going to be anytime soon. I used to play the game, where you go onto a Discord channel, they'd let you know and what stores had them going on sale, what time they were going on sale, and then everybody's trying to get one in the cart. I must have had one in the cart 3 different times, go to checkout and say, oh, the item's no longer available. And that's not, you know what, screw this. Don't need one that bad. All right, title histories, we're good for now. Blazed Radio in the house. What's up, Blazed? Made it home from work, buddy. I was checking out Blazed earlier on, having one of his mega card events. Y'all need to pop over. He's a fun guy. He's got the bells and whistles, literally. It's kind of like pro wrestling meets Jimmy Fallon. Very cool. A lot of fun. I already gave up. It's like when I see one on a shelf, I'll buy it. I'm not fighting over it. It's not that necessary to me. Would I like one? I guess. But I'm not one of those people that's going to enjoy it like, oh my God, look how many frames per second. And look at this. And I'm not running a 4K TV. I'm not going to buy a 4K TV because the human eye can't really even absorb the technology that we now have. And not for anything, my eyes are a little tired, so. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Steven's in the house. We're playing games. What are you doing? Well, good for him, Purist. I mean, like I said, getting one of those things ain't easy. Yeah, they keep talking about all the chips and the fact that they can't. I'm thinking to myself, look, between Lay's and Pringles, I mean, how many chips can you possibly need? But that's just me. Okay. There's a tag team I was just talking about a second ago. What was it that I'm missing? Got the Mulkeys, Fantastics, Freebirds? Freebirds. Find it astronomically hard to believe that I didn't make a Freebirds team. But I don't seem to have one. So we're going to go over here to Open Tag Team Editor. There it is. Paprika Pringles. I can't say it. Say it 3 times fast. I dare you. Paprika Pringles. Paprika Pringles. Paprika Pringles. Yeah, man. I still have mine's actually right here. It's always been, even though I haven't picked it up in 12 years. Every time I go to clean out the closet and I throw stuff away and I get to this box and I'm like, I can't throw that out. I just can't. Even though I hadn't used it in over a decade, and when you clean out a house, the first thing they tell you when you're cleaning out closets, if you haven't used it or looked at it in the last year, toss it. But I just can't, man. I spent years using that game from 86. No, or what am I saying? From 84. I had this thing originally in New York. And from 1984 to 2010. I've played that game. And I've got books upon books upon books with different outcomes and can't get rid of it. I actually had somebody commenting on the last video saying that he really wished he would have got the paper copy of the game. So I think what I'm going to do, as soon as I get an opportunity, this Saturday I think I should be able to pull it off. And I'm going to bring the game in and just scan all the original cards. And then I can post the file up, and then anyone wants to download it. And then all I tell you to do is print it out on a card stock, and then it'll be just like the real game. And I'll scan in the instruction manual so you guys can have that as well. So if anybody wants wants to go out and print their own cards and stuff like that, I'll give you the basics for it to get it up and running. And that's kind of what I did after the 80s ran out. I mean, it only comes with so many cards. And, of course, you got new wrestlers coming in that you wanted, so we were making our own cards a variety of different ways. Started out with just a ruler and a pen on a cardstock rectangular piece of paper, but then went to a printer. Once I got to Florida, went to a printing company and told them, here's one of these cards, make it but blank. Then they ran me like 50 of those, and then computers progressed, and all of a sudden you got things like Publisher, and I started making my own. So I've got a variety of stuff here. All right, let's go here. Michael Hayes. Deluxe Edition, Ultimate Edition, Promoter's Dream. Let me go with the Ultimate. It won't let me look at the card here, unfortunately, but let me see. Can I do this without losing the other one? Yeah, that works. Maybe it works. Got our promotion, got our tag team. And we're just waiting on that to pop up. It won't always let you open multiple windows. Some windows have to be closed for others to open. And I wasn't sure if this was going to work that way or not, but it looks like it's letting me do it. So, yay. Tragedy Dark, how are you, man? Welcome aboard. Purist, why are you tapping out? All right, now we can actually see the card, I think. There it goes. The Hot Atlanta Suplex. Oh, are you kidding me? One at a time? I thought I could go back. All right, well, that ain't going to happen. But damn it, I didn't want the Hot Atlanta Suplex. We'll go with the deluxe edition. I'm going to have to figure it out later. So we got Michael Hayes. Take the NWA 88 for that. And then take Bam Bam Terry Gordy over here. Oops. Helps if you spell his name right. Seems like they might have had a Freebird set. Let's see. There we go. And there we have our fabulous Freebirds. Save. And close. And now... might not be here. I think I'm going to have to close this out. Yeah, I'm going to have to close this out to get them back in. All right, that'll take a second. Trying to say the Pringle thing 3 times. I managed to get it done. I have shitty sleep yesterday. Nothing new there. Getting old sucks, man. Sleep seems to be a fleeting thing. That's why we like naps so much. Can't sleep at night. We'll grab it where we can. I figure at the pace I'm going now, I'm about a decade away from diapers. And right after that, I can be president. Hey now. All right, is it populated yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? No. Playing this synthetic synthesizer soundtrack over here because it reeks of the 80s. Geez, this is reminding me of Buck Rogers in the 25th century. It's like I can see him sneaking around on our Dallas ship. Beady, beady, beady. I actually liked that show. I liked the movie. I was perpetually lost in everything in the 80s back then. All right, let's add our Freebirds here. The only thing I wish I could do with this game, and I thought I could, but I can't, or at least I haven't figured out how, is to change it. So instead of that white background, darken it, make it a little bit friendlier on the eyes. I've had to tweak the hell out of my monitor just to take out the blues and stuff. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands. All right. You get that? Freebirds, Freebirds. What the hell? What is going on here? You're killing me, Smalls. Lord have mercy. What day of the week we on? Tuesday? Who's wrestling tonight? NXT, I think, right? Yeah. Fast forwarded through most of Monday Night Raw. Although I did stop long enough to hear the word wrestler thrown around several times. McIntyre's like, you're a wrestler, I'm a wrestler. Let's get in this ring and wrestle. And I'm like, boy, you are just kicking McMahon in the dick every chance you get, aren't you? Sad that the crowd actually popped for that. I know I made the Freebirds. Why am I not seeing them? Did I not? I must have hit save. Come on. And then or just Jimmy Garden. Go with the 89 set. Save. Close. Well, let me double check this and see. Were they not allowed to say the word hospital? What do they have to call it? Medical center or something like that? Whoa, purist. Wait, what? The first time, was there a second time it was canceled in Italy? And that's my heritage country. Wrestling stopped being broadcast in Italy was 95 because of WrestleMania 10 tour in Italy. Something to do with Santino? They gave him the title. Medical facility. I was not aware of that requirement. Didn't know that one. Local medical facility. All right. Well, it's a hospital now. See here. They weren't allowed to say blood? I know you weren't allowed to blade, but if you're bleeding, it's blood. What else are you going to call it? Well, it's good that I knew they were going to let the word belt come back, and I can just see somebody like The Miz. The way he jumped on Cody when he said belt, I can see The Miz just like trying to hold onto the old ways of the McMahon Empire. He may very well end up being that figurehead that won't go down. What in the bloody hell's going on here? Why is it not saving this? Oh, 6-man, dumbass. I will never stop being stupid. But it's all good. It's all right. So they held an afternoon show that didn't have a big turnout, and for that reason they stopped broadcasting the WWE and wrestling? I mean, I'm sure there's a logic to be had there. I just don't know what the hell that would be. Oh, well. All right, now that we know the Freebirds are there, but I'm still not sure why they didn't. Because I didn't import them. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure even if it's a six-man tag team, you can set them up as a two-man tag team match as well. Haven't tried that yet. So much interesting news we learn here on these streams. Next time somebody says, hey, do you know what year Italy stopped showing wrestling in? I'm going to say, yeah, 95 because of the early card. They said, we don't do matinees around here, Pablo. Or should I say Paisan? Anybody else out there watch the last episode of Walking Dead? Yeah, not yet. Better Call Saul last night. Am I the only person watching that show here? Well, wrestling has definitely had its ups and downs, no doubt about that. What did I know? So now I got two Freebird tag teams. They did have the NWA six-man tag team title for a while. Why don't we add that for fun? Go ahead and put it on the Freebirds and save. Purist, how do you know so much about Italian wrestling and TV broadcast? That's like an insane amount of knowledge. All right, NWA is at least up and set for the moment. Let's go ahead and set up a card, shall we? We'll go to the Omni to kick it off. The show was never booked and no one was into this. Tony Khan, are you paying attention? Really been bummed about AEW. I feel like they've really just not even plateaued. I feel like they're just dying slowly. I forget who it was the other day that said Tony Khan books like a 14-year-old fan. And I'm like, that pretty much hits the nail on the head right there. By the way, I got the Hell in a Cell match now. Hell in a Cell. There we go. Wasn't there a way yesterday to make it a title match? Oh yeah, I know what I had to do. So because one guy dies on TV in a combat sport, which that can happen. Never want to see it happen, but we understand that it's always a possibility. Well, you know what? Everyone makes their own decisions in life. There we go. NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Hell in a Cell. 30-minute time limit. Did I really put a time limit on Hell in a Cell? Why not? It's the NWA. I haven't broken out the gunners in a while. These are glasses designed for people that are spending too much time in front of a screen, and it does make a difference. I'm not going to lie. Online articles. Okay. Got the world title match. Let's see. Who else we want to go here? United States title. United States Championship will be decided in a Texas death match. Magnum TA. Go up against Nikita Koloff. And I have not made... Well, it doesn't matter. You can't add manager cards because it's a special match. But I have to make an Ivan Koloff card. No time limit. Bam. This is starting to come together, isn't it? Star-packed card here at the Omni. Whenever you're spraying Windex, you always want to make sure you don't have that thing pointing the wrong way because it will spoil your day. Yeah, if you're sitting in front of a TV screen a lot, computer screen or gamer, I recommend the Gunner glasses personally because I know I don't wear them as often as I should. Sometimes I forget they're there. But it's amazing the way they filter. Okay, what do we say? We did the U.S. title match, the world title match. Let's do a tag team match. NWA Tag Team Championship will be on the line. We'll let that one be a regular match. 30-minute time limit.
Checkpoint.
I'm just starting to realize I think you do actually have to set up a separate team for tag team versus six-man tag. Because, like, if I want the Freebirds right now, I don't think they'll show up under the tag team category. What just happened there? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, Freebirds are not there, so I have to set up a separate one for them, which won't be so bad because I already have a six-man version. I just got to cut it back one. But that's good to know. All right, so who we want to do? Who did I put the tag team titles on? Midnight Express. Add them right there. Yeah, they're going to get a manager. Let's see. Who do we want to be? I know who. Then we'll feed them to the Rock and Roll Express. $30-minute time limit. It's good. Good. Bam. I think we'll do 2 more matches and then we're going to run it. This will be the biggest card I've done to date. Moving forward, I'll probably have this all done in advance and then we'll just get into the matches themselves. But first few days here, learning the game and how to set things up, I figured it'd be good to have it on the stream so people can see it for themselves. If they want to buy the game, they'll already have an idea and won't have to go through all the learning curve. Go with the dog collar match. Tully Blanchard going up against. Tully Blanchard against Wahoo for the dog collar match. We get the NWA tag team titles on the line. Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan with Jim Cornette will defend against Ricky and Robert. The Rock and Roll Express. NWA United States title, Nikita challenging and champion Magnum TA. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes going up against Ric Flair in a Hell in a Cell. Let's go one more match. It's a lot of news on Italian wrestling. I didn't even know there was an issue with wrestling in the world of Italy. And the funny thing is, one of my first introductions to professional wrestling was my great-grandfather, who came from Italy. English was not his first language by any stretch, and I don't think he ever really mastered it. But he'd be in the living room watching it on a Saturday, and I wasn't even watching. I just knew it was on, I guess. And I'd be in the kitchen with my great-grandmother and my grandmother hanging out or whatever, and I'd hear around the corner, "Oh, the dirty bastard, the cheater bastard, the son of a bitch, eh, cheater bastard." Apparently the heel in the match pulled something out of his trunks and jabbed Bruno in the throat with it or something. You don't mess with Bruno, man. Not with my great-grandfather, you don't. Suffering ended. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Otherwise known as Duke the Dumpster Drozy. What match am I doing here? 6-man. Six-man tag team championship. Yes, those were indeed the times. Back when it was real, damn it. Freebirds. Who are we going to have him go up against? I already got Nikita involved, unfortunately. That would have been a good one. Put him up against the Moondogs. We'll make it a 20-minute time limit since it's the opening match. All right, here is our complete card for the evening. In our opening contest, a 6-man tag team title on the line, the fabulous Freebirds will defend against the Moondogs. In a dog collar match with no countouts, 30-minute time limit, Wahoo goes up against Tully Blanchard. The NWA tag team titles defended by the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette in the corner as they take on Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express. From there, we have the NWA United States Championship Texas Death Match. No countouts, no time limit. Nikita Koloff tries to take the title away from Magnum TA. And in our main event, it's Hell in a Cell. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, tries to dethrone the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Live from the Omni. Viagra on a pole match. When they had Duke the Dumpster Drozy, they had pretty much everything in the world. They had a Doink the Clown. They had a Repo Man. They had a Goon. They had a Gator. What was Kern's name? What was Gator Steve Kern or some shit? I forget what the hell they called him. Skinner. Some swamp guy. It's like you had one of the most over guys in the South. Women loved him. And you put him in this friggin' hick outfit. Are we loading? Did I do it again? I probably did it again. Let me see. Let's do this. Close it out. There we go. Sooner or later, it had to happen. All right, give me a minute here to set some stuff up in the background. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd has filtered in here to the Omni. Make sure we got everything up and ready to roll. Action's underway. The bell sounds in this six-man tag team matchup. Starting it out for the Freebirds, we've got Michael Hayes going up against Moondog King. And it is the Moondog going for a vertical suplex on Michael Hayes. Hayes slowly getting back up from that one. Moondog comes in. Oh, ripping a thumb across the eye by Michael Hayes. And now he has just left the Moondog stunned momentarily. And Moondog King once again, boot to the midsection, sets him up, goes for the vertical suplex, and down goes Hayes. The Freebird, second time in a row, going down with that suplex. Slowly back to his feet. The Moondog comes up with a chop to the chest. Hayes backed up by that one. And now Michael Hayes off the ropes, back out front, shoulder tackle, down he goes. Hayes one more time to the ropes, and a big knee drop to the face. Goes for the cover, gets a 1 count. Moondog Spot getting back, and now as he makes the tag, Spot is the legal man in the ring. Michael Hayes gets caught up in the air, body slam down to the canvas.
1,
and now 2, Hayes throws the
3,
Moondog out
4,
to the floor.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And the Moondog unable to get back in. Terry Gordy had a hold of him. The Freebirds will get the win by a countout here to kick things off tonight. I'm good with that. All right, our next contest, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be a dog collar match. Tully Blanchard and Wahoo McDaniels. No love lost between these two. Bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Blanchard in the middle of the ring, shot to the midsection, and now hammered away on Wahoo McDaniel. Tully Blanchard wasting no time at all, going for the pile driver. Wahoo gets right up from it. Down goes Blanchard, and now Wahoo going after the leg. He's got that Indian leg lock wrapped up. Tully Blanchard makes his way to the ropes. This is a dog collar match. It's not going to help. Referee tries to break them apart. Tully Blanchard goes to the eyes of Wahoo McDaniels. And now goes for the slingshot suplex. He got it. Wahoo McDaniels able to get outside the ring. Still joined by that ominous weapon, that dog jade. And then Wahoo pulling him back into the ring. Look at this. Indian deathlock. Blanchard now rolling that chain up in his hand. Shot to the head of Wahoo, and that breaks up the hold. And now Wahoo McDaniel going to town with the tomahawk chops to the chest of Tully Blanchard. And now an overhand chop to the head. Down goes Tully Blanchard. Action getting back up in the ring, and now Wahoo McDaniels comes up with an inside back cradle. Couldn't hold him. Off the ropes goes Tully Blanchard back out front, and nothing happening there. He bounces off of Wahoo with that shoulder block. Gets right back up. Wahoo up with a scoop and a slam on Tully Blanchard. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and he just missed. Wahoo almost pulling it off right there. Tully Blanchard out the back door. Wahoo McDaniels up again with another big scoop and a slam. Tully is down one more time, goes for the cover. Gets one, he gets two, and just missed again. Tully Blanchard has survived somehow, but Wahoo is in control of this one. McDaniels gets him back up on his feet. Suplex takes him over. Irish whip to the ropes. Tully Blanchard comes back out front. Shoulder block, and down goes Wahoo McDaniels. Tully hits the ropes. Wahoo drops down. Tully goes over the top, back out front. Big tomahawk chop, and down goes Blanchard. He covers, hooks the leg. Got a 1 count only, and Blanchard got out of there quickly. And now it is Blanchard using that chain to throttle Wahoo McDaniels. And now the Indian Chief, blinded momentarily, turns around. Blanchard setting up for the pile driver. And Wahoo turns around and back body drops him. It will not happen. Back and forth. This one's going right now. Blanchard back up once again. Shot to the midsection, and now the elbow right to the back of the neck of Wahoo McDaniel. Tully Blanchard now ramming the head of Wahoo into the turnbuckle. No, wait a minute. Wahoo blocking it, and now rams the head of Tully Blanchard into the turnbuckle. Tully is dazed, turns around, and now Wahoo goes for the pile driver, and he hits. Wahoo covers. Referee's there for 1, 2. He got him. Wahoo McDaniel scores a big victory here tonight. Our next matchup is going to be the tag team title. 30-minute time limit. The Rock and Roll Express going up against Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan Lane. Action starts in the ring, and here we go. Ricky Morton quickly catching Stan Lane with a fireman carry and hangs on to the arm in an arm bar lock. And now look at this. It's going to be a double team by the Midnight Express as Morton got too close to the wrong corner. Tag is made. Eaton, now the legal man, comes in with a flying leg drop, and that landed. Stan Lane still in the ring, catches up. Ricky Morton up and down with a Myrtle Beach backbreaker. That's what it says. Just saying. Ricky Morton now and Stan Lane in the middle of the ring. And Ricky Morton getting the advantage as he pushes him back to the corner. Tag made to Robert Gibson, and now Irish whip off the ropes he comes. Rock and roll double drop kick. Could be a changing of the guard. Beautiful Bobby was there immediately to make sure it was not going to happen. And now another double team opportunity. The Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby comes in, drops the fist right to the head. Morton gets up, and Stan Lane returns the favor with one to the midsection. Off the ropes, still Stan Lane back out front. Arm drag, nicely done by Ricky Morton, takes him over. Morton desperately needs to make the tag out. He's in trouble. He knows it. Meantime, tag made by Stan Lane. It's another double team opportunity. Boy, they are just racking them up right now. Beautiful Bobby with the chin lock on Ricky Morton. He has got him held wide open. Stan Lane comes in, shot to the midsection. And right now, Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan Lane continue the double team on Ricky Morton. Robert Gibson has not been tagged into the match yet. Bobby Eaton comes off that top rope with a knee smash right to the head. Stan Lane flying elbow drop, adding insult to injury. Ricky Morton Irish whip to the ropes one more time, reverses it. Stan Lane, make that Bobby. No, that's right. Stan Lane off the ropes, back body drop. And Morton with a side elbow drop. Still unable to get to his corner. Ricky desperately trying. The Midnight Express doing an absolute superb job of keeping the ring cut in half. Stan Lane into the match. And now the abdominal stretch on Ricky Morton. He is really paying a price here tonight. Hip toss, and there goes Stan Lane right up, and drop kick by Morton. Stan Lane is up, another drop kick by Ricky Morton. Up again, and a third drop kick. Stan Lane heads outside the ring to rethink his decisions in life. Midnight Express once again getting an advantage. Ricky Morton comes back into the ring. Bob Eaton right off the bat with the Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Stan Lane gets back in there after the tag. Shot to the midsection, and Ricky is in a world of trouble. Stan Lane off the ropes, comes up with another big elbow drop. Bends over to get Ricky Morton up. Elbow thrust to the midsection, and that stuns him. Another one by Ricky Morton, and another. Morton makes the dive, and the tag is made. Here comes Robert Gibson, the legal man, the fresh man. Comes up with a flying head scissor, takes him down, and it's beautiful Bobby Eaton right now absorbing the wrath and punishment of Robert Gibson. Gibson catches Eaton with an arm drag, takes him over now, ringing the arm. Gibson has that wrist. Continues to put torque on that shoulder joint. Rock and Roll Express know that they're still in this one. They've got to fight to keep it alive. Beautiful Bobby ties up with Gibson. Gibson charging at Bobby, ducks it out. Over the top rope to the floor he goes. Back in the ring. And Eaton almost pulled one out. Got a 2 count. Boy, oh boy, Robert Gibson is hot. He gets back up one more time, and this time Eaton throws him over the top rope. Referee didn't see it. Comes back in the ring, rolls him up, and almost got him. Robert Gibson whipped to the ropes, back out front, clothesline, he ducks it out, comes off the ropes, spinning back kick to the head, and down goes Stan Lane. Tag is made to Ricky Morton. Morton makes the tag. Morton comes charging in with a hard right hand to Stan Lane. And now Eaton in the ring. He takes a hard right hand as well. Back to Stan Lane. Morton to the ropes. Back out front. Oh no, he gets caught with a flapjack. And that's it. The flapjack was too much. As the World Tag Team Champions retain their title here tonight. Tremendous action back and forth on this one. Ricky and Robert tried desperately to make it back in. Morton just spent way too much time in there. Our next contest will be for the NWA United States Heavyweight Championship. It'll be Texas Death Match rules. No countouts, no time limits. Your challenger, Nikita Koloff. his opponent, the champion, Magnum TA. Bell sounds, action's underway. They tie up, collar and elbow. And Nikita boot to the midsection. Scoop, slam. Champion slowly getting back up. Nikita flexing on him. Now hits the ropes. Magnum with a drop down. Nikita over the top, off the ropes, caught up in the air. And it's an atomic knee drop. Magnum TA goes for the cover early. Gets 1, 2. Oh, he almost got him quickly. Nikita Koloff with a look of shock on his face. And now Magnum has him up, turns it around, going for the spine crusher again. Oh, Nikita over the top and comes out the back. Shot to the back of the neck, and down goes Magnum. Koloff now going over towards the ropes. Magnum TA down on the mat, and he's being choked out by the Russian. He's got that boot right underneath his chin. Referee finally breaking him apart. Magnum back up to his feet. And now, he's fired up. Magnum unloading with some lefts and some rights. And now he scoops him up. Cross knee backbreaker. The Russian is gonna find out about what happens when you mess with the wrong person. Texas death match rules apply. That means realistically no rules apply. Nikita Koloff now choking him against the bottom rope. Magnum is in despair at the moment. Nikita backing off at the behest of the referee. Magnum slowly getting back to his feet, and here comes the sickle. He got him. Nikita not going for the cover. He is just taunting. And now Magnum TA, while Nikita's busy with the crowd, he's got a steel chair. Nikita turns around and he caught him. Oh, he's bleeding. Koloff has been busted wide open from that steel chair by Magnum TA. Back up, finally to his feet. Magnum comes up with a drop kick, and down he goes. Ties up with Nikita again, and all right to the eyes. The Russian going after the eyes of the United States champion. Koloff now once again choking him out here on the canvas. He's got his boot right underneath the chin. Referee breaks him apart again, and Magnum TA he's reaching out for something. What's he got here? Oh, he's got the cowboy lariat with the bell. And Magnum has him tied up. Magnum has tied up Nikita Koloff. He is fading. Koloff is down. And now Magnum attempts the pinfall. Will it be enough? He gets one, and Nikita kicks out. Koloff slowly getting back up to his feet. And he just caught Magnum with a low blow. Down goes Magnum TA, and again choking him out in the corner with that boot. Nikita Koloff. What is he? Oh, he just blinded him with assault. Right to the eyes of the champion. Koloff is very happy with things now. Hits the ropes, back out front. Belly to belly. Magnum TA blinded, but he still catches him with a belly-to-belly suplex for one, and he kicked out. Magnum still trying to get his vision back. Talk about ring awareness. And now Nikita Koloff hammered away with the forearm shots. And another, just pounding away on the champion. He's choking him out on that bottom rope once again, and Magnum TA desperate. Koloff sets up, goes for the sickle. Magnum ducks it out. Comes up with a drop kick, and down goes Nikita Koloff. Koloff is back up again, and Magnum with a spine crusher. Magnum has got this crowd fired up, ladies and gentlemen. And Nikita Koloff. Oh, he's got him up and slams. Koloff hammering away with the forearm shots. And now Magnum's got him in a Boston Crab. Koloff manages to escape. Koloff now to the ropes, back out front, and nobody home. Magnum caught him with a scoop and a slam. And now Magnum TA. He's got the powder right into the eyes. And Nikita Koloff is blinded. What's good for the goose, good for the gander, and it's all legal in this one. Nikita, wild swing misses. Magnum gets him. Atomic knee drop, down he goes. 1, 2. Oh, and he just kicks out. How much more are these two guys able to handle? Magnum TA once again with a spine crusher. Reaching the 17-minute mark in this match. Magnum helping him up off the canvas. And Koloff with a shot to the midsection. And here's that Soviet slam once again. The U.S. champion is rattled. Nikita caught him with a knee off the ropes and got 2. Once again, Nikita Koloff hammering away with a hard forearm shots, and Magnum is in trouble. Koloff going outside the ring. What is he doing? He's got a 2x4. Nikita Koloff into the ring and just smashes it over the back of Magnum TA. And now Magnum takes it away and just returns a favor using that 2x4 on Nikita Koloff. How much more can these two take? Magnum TA has the advantage at the moment. Belly to belly suplex, he caught him with it. And And Nikita able to roll outside to the floor. Magnum goes out after him. Some big right hands, and now both men end up back into the ring. Off the ropes. Magnum TA goes for the dropkick. Nobody home. Gets back up, and Koloff caught him with a sickle. Koloff covers 1, 2. Oh, my goodness, we almost had a new champion crowned right here. Koloff goes right back to that 2x4 and connects with the back of Magnum TA. Koloff coming over again, and Magnum, oh, the uppercut to the nuts. Nikita goes down. Magnum choking him out on that bottom rope. Gets him back up, and Magnum is ready. This crowd is ready. Belly to belly suplex. Magnum not going for the cover. Comes up with a drop kick, and down goes Koloff once again. Koloff rolls him up, and he got him. Koloff pulled one out. We've got a brand new United States Heavyweight Champion. Ivan Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev coming down to celebrate. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a new United States Heavyweight Champion, and his name is Nikita Koloff. When we return, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship on the line. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. This is a Hell in a Cell match going up against the NWA's World Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Two men lock up, and here we go. They survey their surroundings, this mammoth steel structure surrounding the ringside area. Dusty Rhodes now charging in at the champion. Flair sidesteps the offense. Chop shot to the back of the knee. Dusty Rhodes turns again, comes towards Flair. And Flair got him in a small package front cradle. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, managing to kick out of that one. Comes right back up, and Flair's got him in the horizontal full Nelson. Dusty Rhodes trying to escape the hold. Slowly making it back up to his feet. And Flair releases the hold and a shot to the back. Flair backing Dusty Rhodes into the ropes. The Irish whip sends him in. Flair going for the back body drop, and Dusty was ready. Has him up. Stardust pile driver. Dusty goes for the cover. 1, 2. He almost got him. We would have had 2 title changes in a row, ladies and gentlemen. We got a cover and a 2 count. Dusty Rhodes with a kick to the groin on the Nature Boy. They are now outside the ring area, and Flair reaching underneath the ring, and he's got a steel chair right to the head of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Oh, and Dusty's busted open now. The blood is flowing down the forehead of the American Dream. And now the two men battling here ringside and go crashing through the cage. The cage was supposed to contain them, but it didn't work. They literally came through the wall. And now what is happening here? Dusty Rhodes hammered away here ringside on the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And Dusty climbing the wall of the cage. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, following him up. The two are battling here on the side of this structure. Dusty with a right hand. Flair with a right hand. Dusty ramming the head of the Nature Boy into the cage. And again. And Flair falls through the table. This crowd is on its feet. As now both men on their feet here ringside, Dusty Rhodes is going all the way to the top. Ric Flair is up there with him. Dusty comes after the Nature Boy. He ducks it out, turns around, clothesline by Flair, and Rhodes over the edge and down. We might need medical attention after that one. What a fall. And now Flair brings him over. Snapmare on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Heading back into the ring. Slowly. Flair throwing the American Dream back into the ring. It can only end inside of the squared circle. Flair goes in with him. Hammering away on Dusty Rhodes, and wait, look, it is Dusty starting to fire up. Dusty with a big elbow, and down goes the Nature Boy. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, off the ropes, back out front, and just stomps on the head of the Nature Boy. I beg your pardon. Goes for the cover. New champion, perhaps? No, a 1 count. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has got the Nature Boy into that steel cage once again. And now Flair. Flair with a clothesline. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, with a shot down low. And the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, getting a little of what he gives out. Both men stumbling their way back to the ring. Flair is down, and Dusty Rhodes go for the figure four leg lock on the Extra Boy Ric Flair. Flair manages to reverse it. Dusty Rhodes back up first, and he begins the strut and a series of left-hand jabs. Flip, flop, and fly. Down goes the Nature Boy. Dusty Rhodes now goes outside the ring. He's got a lead pipe. Ric Flair turns around and he caught it right in the head. Dusty Rhodes drops down for the cover. And two. A 2 count all he's gonna get. Flair desperately trying to get back into this one. He can feel the championship slipping through his fingers. Thumb to the eyes of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and now from behind, Ric Flair. He's got the horizontal full Nelson on him. Flair rolls up and got him. Flair just took advantage of the fact that both of these men were worn out. Had him in that full Nelson, and then just turned around and schoolboyed him. And that is how it goes here at the Omni. So as you can see, there's a lot of entertainment value in this game. Like I said, as long as you have an imagination and you can kind of connect the dots a little bit, then this thing is a blast. Statistics all over the place, and like I said, you can keep your better matches like this, something like this, a title change maybe. Oh, we had Honest Dave. I meant to check on which referee we got for that one. Love the fact that it saves all this stuff, so you can always go back and see exactly what happened and when. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying it. All right. Well, this has been fun for me. Refreshing even, he says. Oh, hey, that's what I'm aiming for, refreshing. I'm like a Fresca. I'll take it. How far is it? 8:30 already. Good Lord Almighty. Time does fly when you're having fun. All right, boys and girls. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I might be taking a day or two off from this, and I think we might be doing some 2K stuff just because I've got some storylines going there that I did want to continue on with. If you haven't seen the last 2K broadcast, you need to check it out. Shotgun Saturday should have been a pay-per-view. If I could have coordinated all that stuff to go down the way it did, it would have been a pay-per-view. But sometimes, even with 2K, what's that old saying? A blind squirrel can even find a nut sometimes. That was a blind squirrel day. All right, gentlemen, and any ladies that may be watching, that's a very small part of my demographic, I've got to be honest. But I love you. Appreciate you, all 3 or 4 of you. Purist, every time you say that, well, bye. All I can think of is his tombstone. That was like the famous, well, I don't know about famous, but it's a quote that always stuck with me. Trying to remember what his name, Powers Booth, I think, was the guy. And he was kind of momentarily backing down from the troops. He said, well, bye. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. I appreciate you stopping by, spending some time here. Look forward to seeing you again when we do this again. If not tomorrow, next day. Okay, we're going to be doing some 2K, like I said. That'll be coming up real soon. Got some fun stuff in line. If you haven't checked out the other program that I told you about, Shotgun, you need to do that so it'll make more sense. All right. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day. So long and good evening from ringside.